Say what you want, anything you need. Walk to the edge of the world for you, 'cause I'm all about you now. About you now. Now what you see, you've been calling me. Ain't nothing that you could do to make me walk away. I gave you love, tell you that you're a star, until you see that you are. No matter how hard it's raining, I'll make it come. I hope you feel me, even when I'm gone. Through the cold and wet weather.
He's a one-man band. He does it all, and now he's gonna show us.
Tap opportunity, gets it! Off a fantastic low pass. An uneasy shot.
Keep on holding you up. I'll do anything to break you for a day.
Look to me, ridiculous shot!
I'll be there.
Big touch. That was one of those calculated.
Keep on holding you up.
As we're creeping up on that 3-minute mark, Crouton double tap, what a shot! Off is about to be underway, ticking down, 5 minutes to go. Game number 1 here in this historic rivalry for the ages. Hammerheads kicking this thing into the defensive end. We see now the 3 Rocketeers. This franchise, fun fact, CJ, has never missed the playoffs, and the Hammerheads have only missed it once. So 2 teams who historically not only have been rivals with each other, but rivals to the entire league, as they have been powerhouses in their 6 seasons in the QRLS.
Absolutely, these teams are rivals. As you mentioned, they want that playoff spot, and they're going to fight for it. If we look now, we can see on top of K1's car, the Shark, the Hammerhead, to represent his team.
Gotta love it indeed. Me and K1 had a lot of friendly battles when we were both captains of the Kings and Hammerheads respectively, so it's a little bittersweet to see him repping some Hammerhead gear here in the later stages of his QRLS career. Big clear here by Billy Bob, last season's MVP, the first ever 2-time MVP of the QRLS. We see a pass. What great defense there by Slurpy Snail, who is also a former league MVP.
Absolutely, a lot of MVPs on the field right now. Shot coming in from Slurpy Snail. What a save by K1 Killer and Night Leaper there to keep that one out. Slurpy Snail's going to play this back to his teammate. Mr. Penguin's going to clear this one sideways.
Yeah, Slurpy Snail, K1 Killer, and Billy Bob all have QRLS championships to their name, and Heartless breaks the ice here with the first goal of the night, courtesy for the 3 Rocketeers. Great pass there by Slurpy Snail.
You gotta think that the 3 Rocketeers are feeling so good right now that they scored the first opening shot, and all night tonight we've seen that whichever team scores the first goal is going to win, apart from that last game in series number 1.
K1 Killer can't get the clear he wants, and Slurpy Snail opens this thing up to a 2-goal lead. 3:32 remaining in this one.
Absolutely, and the cushion's been applied. K1 just wants that one back. He wants the rewind button, he wants to press it, and he wants to save that shot.
2-goal deficit right out of the gate for the Hammerheads. Sees them back against the wall. 3 Rocketeers, you gotta know that they saw the Cyclones lose one of those games in that 3-game series, and that they know that if they sweep, they are the division leaders.
Absolutely, and that's what they're going to be going for, but I don't think Hammerheads are going to make that easy at all. Slurpy Snail's going to have to look for a clear here, and as he goes up, he gets a beautiful 50 from Billy Bob. This is floating wide. What a bump on K1 Killer, and saved.
A crazy bump there by the 3 Rocketeers to stop the shooter from coming in. That was as calculated as I've ever seen.
Absolutely, coming round again by Billy Bob. Heartless is going to have to clear this one. Mr. Penguin there to keep it out as well. Mr. Penguin's going to go up the wall with this one. No boost in the tank. K1 Killer's going to notice that and take the 50 and take it round.
Big flick there by K1 into the offensive zone, but Heartless keeping his relentlessness alive. 3 Rocketeers trying to keep the pressure on and keep peppering in some goals. As we've mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is a rivalry matchup not only for the players but for the franchises as well. Penguin up in the air looking for someone to shoot it, finds one! What a save there by Billy Bob.
Billy Bob coming alive, taking the saves. The captain of his team really leading the ship. Heartless coming in with a shot. What a save by Night Leaper. Mr. Penguin's going to have to go up for this one. It's an open net. Slurpy Snail's going to have to take this one.
Night Leaper couldn't quite get the 50 on Slurpy Snail there. Heartless off the sidewall. Slurpy Snail's up. Keeping this thing way up high where the kids can't get it. Billy Bob tries to get the clear. Penguin off the top post. Nobody there to follow up. Slurpy Snail patiently gets the clear back into the zone, and the peppering continues for the 3 Rocketeers.
Absolutely beautiful pinch off the sidewall there. K1's going to boom this one on net. Slurpy Snail, there's a save. What a save by Slurpy Snail. And as you mentioned, these teams are going to be putting shots on. Slurpy Snail with a flick. That's bar down and it's in. What a shot by Slurpy Snail.
What a shot indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, we see now 3-0. Hammerheads take the lead, or I'm sorry, take the deficit even further. 3 Rocketeers take the lead even further. And this one is starting to get a little far away from the Hammerheads. Not impossible, but the 3 Rocketeers coming out with a statement in game number 1 here, CJ.
Absolutely. Slurpy trying to add on to that by booming it downfield. Night Leaper there to clear it to the corner. K1 Killer there to 50. Heartless. Both teams miss. And again, and we see a ball floating dangerously. Night Leaper is going to get this one put around him. Billy Bob there to clear this one. Heartless is going to get beaten.
3-goal lead here. Slurpy Snails, 3 Rocketeers looking to put the Hammerheads down in game number 1. We see now Night Leaper pass off the back wall. Billy Bob's there. Couldn't quite get the double tap. K1 couldn't get the touch. Night Leaper trying to keep the pressure on, but the Hammerheads just can't find the back of the net here in game number 1.
Absolutely. Slurpy Snail looking for his hat trick. Just wide. What a touch by K1 to keep this one out.
1 minute to go. Hammerheads now just trying to save some face at this point. Pass by Night Leaper. Couldn't quite get the 50 is K1 Killer, and now back in transition. Slurpy Snail past to Heartless. Couldn't get the touch. That was going to be a highlight.
Absolutely. K1 booming this one out, saving the precious time for his team. Slurpy putting this one back, not letting any time to go. This one's on. One of the teams have to get up. That's just backboard, just wide. Heartless putting this one center. Night Leaper's going to have to make a touch.
33 seconds ticking down. Hammerheads now watching their chances at winning game number 1 slip, but the series is still on the line and still winnable. They will just have to win 2 in a row in order to stop the 3 Rocketeers. Meanwhile, the 3 Rocketeers hoping to take this series in game number 2, CJ.
Absolutely. K1's there for another shot. Puts this one to the backboard. Heartless there to clear out. Gets a beautiful touch. Billy Bob there to 50 in. Heartless gets this one out again. Night Leaper puts it across to Slurpy Snail. Slurpy Snail booms this one down.
Yeah, and the clock will hit 0 as the 3 Rocketeers with a commanding win in game number 1.
Game really makes you feel uncomfortable, and the Hammerheads here are going to have to just completely forget about game 1, as they're going to try to here. Beautiful kickoff coming out. Slurpy Snail's going to play this one to the side. K1's there to receive.
We see a beautiful face-off start here by both squads. A lot of pressure coming. The 3 Rocketeers trying to push this thing out. Beautiful demo by Mr. Penguin on the back wall on the goal side. But now Night Leaper with a banger into the offensive zone. This match has now turned up the intensity.
Absolutely. Billy Bob going for a shot of his own. And it's in! What a shot by Billy Bob, slotting that over a defender.
Yeah, the courtesy bounce you see there for Billy Bob on the assist by Night Leaper. Bounces it right over Penguin, and Heartless just couldn't quite get there off the back wall in time. Great shot there by Billy Bob. The Hammerhead's first goal of the night, courtesy of last season's MVP.
Absolutely. That's going to feel so good for each team. As a shot comes in from Heartless, he's going to try and narrow this one in. That's going to make the mental of Hammerheads here so much better, because they don't have the ability to be shut out this game anymore.
Yes, and with that, having a lead is much better than trying to take away a lead, especially in Rocket League. So we will see if the Hammerheads can ride this momentum towards the end of game number 2. But the 3 Rocketeers, you know, are hungry. Billy Bob on the back end gets one by Mr. Penguin, misses a little wide. Couldn't quite get a shooter though, as Penguin gets one towards the net. K1 Killer makes it a 2-goal lead for the Hammerheads.
K1 Killer answering back with a shot of his own. It's a beautiful, beautiful shot coming there, placing that one behind Slurpy Snail, rolls it into the net, and that shock goal explosion repping Hammerheads even more.
And we see now 2-goal lead by the Hammerheads. Automatically, this is a much different game than we saw in game number 1.
Absolutely. Slurpy Snail trying to narrow the lead, puts a beautiful shot on, beautiful save by Billy Bob. Heartless there to shoot again. It's off the crossbar. The crossbar's been the brilliant defender this series.
And 3:35 to go. Nobody home there at the mid, as the Hammerheads now keeping pressure alive. They look like a whole different team so far.
Absolutely they do. They've forgot about game 1, that's obvious. And now they're just using any momentum they can get to put the ball in.
No doubt about it. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting match. And as I mentioned, we have 2 more, but this one is not over yet as Heartless bangs that one in for the 3 Rocketeers.
That's a beautiful pass from Slurpee, well received by Heartless, and there's no stopping that one.
No stopping that one, indeed. That one was coming out like a laser. And we see now a deficit that is much more reachable for the 3 Rocketeers if they want to win this game. Slurpee Snail with a lot of speed to get that one up. K1 Killer almost got by him to put in another one, but nonetheless, 3 minutes to go. Still anybody's game, but the Hammerheads lead by a goal.
Absolutely, Heartless is going to chase this one down, gets the boost. He doesn't get the boost, Billy Bob takes it instead, puts this one back down. Slurpee's now going to boom this one back up, trying to get a goal on the board. We know when he scores that the 3 Rocketeers haven't lost yet because there's only one match to show.
And with that, 2:36 to go. Still anybody's game indeed, as the 3 Rocketeers are looking to even things up here in game number 2. Heartless now has been playing out of his mind so far tonight. Gets by 1, couldn't quite get by K1, as there is an opportunity thwarted once again by the Hammerhead defense. But nonetheless, the 3 Rocketeers still look pretty good, albeit trailing.
Absolutely, they're getting the passing plays, receiving them, and shooting very well. Billy Bob's going to put this onto the wall to save his net from receiving a ball and a pounding from 3 Rocketeers.
2 minutes to go here. Hammerhead still in the lead by a goal. They look a lot more polished here in game number 2 as compared to game number 1. What a 50 by Billy Bob! Another 2-goal deficit.
Absolutely, and that's going to feel bad for the 3 Rocketeers here because they're going to know that it's hard to get around the 2-goal lead, as they barely could do it. They got around the 2, but they couldn't get around the 1, and now they got to get around another.
Absolutely, 2 minutes to go here. Hammerheads with a 2-goal lead. Night Leaper, calculated fake if I'd ever seen one. Nonetheless, a flip it to mid. Unfortunate touch, could have had a shot on, but nonetheless, thank you very much to our good friend Mimsy, who we just saw win a series. We mentioned him in the stream, and now he's gifted 3 more subs here, CJ.
Absolutely, people like that keep this league going. What a pinch attempt there from Heartless and Slurpee Snail, showing that their offense isn't down. Mr. Penguin trying to put this one away into the corner. Billy Bob's going to try to make a pinch here, just flops it, and Mr. Penguin's going to keep this one alive.
Big fake there as Penguin gets by 1, and we see now a 1-goal deficit again.
Absolutely, beautiful fake there from Mr. Penguin, stopping any read of that ball, baits the defender in, and then just puts it wide.
And without a doubt, we now see the opportunity for a potential tie here going into overtime is possible, but we will have to see the 3 Rocketeers make something spicy happen. Heartless off the ceiling, past the Slurpee Snail, back wall, nobody there to shoot. That could have been the chance.
Absolutely, just little slow on the reaction from Mr. Penguin there, but he wants to keep this one alive, keeps it midfield. Slurpee Snail's going to have to make a touch here. Heartless goes for it instead, and it's just wide from the shot off Billy Bob's, and this one's going to roll past, and Night Leaper sinks one away.
Night Leaper with the dagger. This is him coming in for cleanup duty, gets the 50 on Penguin, squeezes it in, stays on the ground the whole time, and we see Night Leaper put the Hammerheads back up by 2. What an insane turnaround for the Hammerheads, who got shut out in game 1.
Absolutely, it seems like every time 3 Rocketeers score, Hammerheads just put another one in and sink the cushion again. Slurpee Snail's going to have to look for a 50 here, gets a beautiful one, sends this one around the corner, Billy Bob's going to send it back, Mr. Penguin there, keeping that rotation alive, puts this one off backboard, double tap opportunity, and just wide.
Hammerheads now on the defensive. Big save there, as we see by Night Leaper. Billy Bob now in his own corner, trying to get this thing out of there. 3 Rocketeers keeping the pressure alive though here. They are not done yet in game number 2.
Absolutely, shot just wide there. No one to slot it away. Night Leaper's going to have to make it clear here, and he's going to play it as slow as he can, wasting that time on the clock, slowing it down, play to open space to not allow any shot coming out. Heartless is going to have a free play here, and just gets blocked by K1 Killer, who's going to go for a shot of his own.
And the clock will hit 0, and the Hammerheads even up the series. No sweeps are necessary. Very exciting. All 4 teams still within striking distance in that division mathematically. So, 5 minutes to go. Game number 3. Series is tied 1-1. This is for all the marbles. Night Leaper puts a shot on. Billy Bob there for cleanup. Puts one on. Misses wide.
Absolutely beautiful clear out there from Mr. Penguin. Slurpy's going to have to do the same exact thing, gets a booming clear. Night Leaper there to collect again. What do these teams have to do to get out of their back foot?
And Leaper looking for another 50 on Penguin. This time, Penguin gets the one up on him, learning from the game number 2 mistake that we saw. However, with 30 seconds in, we already saw the Hammerheads with an onslaught of pressure, and the 3 Rocketeers pull it on off the post!
Absolutely, and they went for another redirect there. The pass in place for the Rocketeers will come out. Mr. Penguin's going to try roll one pass. K1's going to put this one to the side, stop it from happening. Demo on K1 Killer. Did they open the shot opportunity as it's a 3v2 right now?
Heartless now rotating back. Slurpy Snail catching at the mid. Beautiful opportunity for Slurpy Snail. Air dribbling, gets by one. Billy Bob barely gets the touch on there to get the save and get that one out of Slurpy Snail's possession. Snail now misses wide off the post. We see now a redirect. This is dangerous and it's on net!
What just happened?
And I think the entire viewership is talking. This was, in fact, a Cerbron goal.
Wow, okay, that's unfortunate. They left their back foot open wide and the shot goes through.
Unfortunate redirect going the wrong way. Billy Bob credited with the goal, and we see the Hammerheads take a 1-goal lead, and that one might be a huge difference maker in regards to this series standing.
Absolutely, Heartless going to try to make a play. Night Leaper shot on. Penguin is saved.
Big opportunity now. Slurpy Snail. Big clear into the offensive zone. Beautiful demo by Billy Bob, just like the old Hammerheads used to be. And now we see a shot by K1 Killer, saved by the 3 Rocketeers. Heartless playing very, very patient and very, very well tonight. 3 Rocketeers look very good since picking him up earlier in the season.
Absolutely. Heartless going for a tap here, just doesn't get it. K1 playing this one away. Mr. Penguin's there for the touch round. Billy Bob's there to boom it out. And a demo coming out again. Heartless on K1 Killer.
Big 50 by Billy Bob. This one's still in the offensive zone, but Mr. Penguin with the clear, getting it out of goal's path. And now this one's centering up. This is dangerous. Night Leaper puts one in. What a shot!
Night Leaper also repping a fish by the looks of that. It looks like the Hammerheads are eating that one up, using it for momentum, and getting a beautiful shot on there. Top left, unsavable, no one went. Demo coming out from Billy Bob.
Beautiful, beautiful shot by Night Leaper. 2-goal deficit here. 3 Rocketeers, after taking game number 1, find themselves back against the wall in game number 3 and on the verge of losing this series if they can't answer back quickly against the 3 Rocketeers against the Hammerheads halfway through this 3rd game of the series.
Absolutely, and if we speak statistically from this series alone, from these 2 teams, neither team, if they go 2 up, can take back the lead, as 3 Rocketeers tried so desperately last series and couldn't get it. So here we go again. Slurpy Snail with a attempt of a shot, taking that corner boost, stopping any offensive, and just wide on the corner boost again.
2 minutes to go. Hammerheads have a comfortable 2-goal lead, but one that is not impossible to get rid of. Night Leaper, last one back. Penguin tries to get the 50, but Leaper gets the save. That was almost a great opportunity for the 3 Rocketeers to get one back, but Billy Bob clears into the offensive zone. Clock is ticking down. We saw a shutout in game 1, a shootout in game 2, and so far no goals by the 3 Rocketeers. Are we going to see a shutout the other way in game number 3?
It's quite possible. 3 Rocketeers looking dangerous, but the defensive end of Hammerheads is just holding up.
This one's going the other way. Heartless is the last back, gets the catch, however. Great patience and wherewithal to get that one on his nose. And the Hammerheads keeping the pressure on time and time again. K1 Killer up off the back wall. Nobody there to shoot, however, as this one resets into the corner. A minute ticking down. The 3 Rocketeers need a goal.
Absolutely, good 50 there from Billy Bob, keeping this on midfield. It's a fight at the midfield right now. Slurpy's now past 1. K1 Killer putting this to his own corner, playing it out of harm's way. Billy Bob booming this one out, no challenge happening.
We see now oh, what a save by the 3 Rocketeers. I don't even know who got there. That's how quick the play happened.
I believe that was Mr. Penguin that got that save, that was credited for it.
We see 30 seconds ticking down. 3 Rocketeers are desperate. They need a goal here. Back wall. This one rolls up. all the way up to the top post. This one floats in front of the net, somehow doesn't go in.
Absolutely. We see another shot coming in. Crossbar, and Billy Bobs takes this one out. What does it take to get past Hammerheads?
Beautiful, beautiful save. And the 3 Rocketeers, 10 seconds to go. They need a goal now, and they need one even sooner after now if they want a chance at forcing overtime. But the clock ticking down. Hammerheads with the reverse sweep as they take the series 2-1. A beautiful, beautiful effort as this one still hasn't hit 0, but mathematically impossible. What a win for the Hammerheads.
Absolutely beautiful series here.